Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 7 of our Journeyman Career Mode on FIFA 14. As you know, we are at Bahia, and this is a look of the table, which, to be honest, is looking pretty fantastic now. A good run of form has started to come, and we're picking up results, which is very, very important. Wallison picks up a hat-trick over the weekend, which was fantastic. Speaking of the weekend, I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're enjoying FIFA 14, be it Career Mode, Ultimate Team, Seasons, Co-op Seasons, or Pro Clubs. Hope you're enjoying FIFA 14, because I most definitely am. And I've got to say, Friday was a very good day. Well, Saturday morning was a very good day when I looked at my channel and saw that one video had hit over 120 likes, which was the trigger for a double upload. So I hope you enjoyed the double upload over the weekend. It blew my mind that you guys done it. As you know, it's not my style, or I really feel awkward when I ask for someone to like a video to reach X amount and release another video. It's not my cup of tea, but I am working on doing something different instead of actually physically asking, because I just don't like doing that. Anyway, as you saw, Wallison has 9 goals. He's the leading goal scorer. Gabriel and Freddie was on that list for assists. Not very deep into the season. Freddie only has 2 assists, but it's 2 assists. And then you have to worry when your goalkeeper hasn't even got 1 clean sheet in the top 20. That's a little bit concerning. I think the only game we haven't conceded in was the Vasco da Gama, the very first game we played when we won 1-0, and that was a great goal through Wallison, of course. None other than the main man, Wallison. He is absolutely sensational. As you can see, the players are looking very, very tired, and we're going to have to swap the whole team up. Literally the whole team up, which is a little bit frustrating because we haven't got the greatest amount of depth. We don't have a lot of class within our depth, which is very, very worrying. But I have faith in the boys. You know, we're working very hard in training, on passing moves, on tackling moves, on shooting, on everything. We really are working very, very hard. The boys are doing very well. They've got their fitness levels up quite high, but we've got such a congested fixture list. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. We will take a look at the calendar at the end of the episode so you can see how congested the Brazilian league is. I mean, it's a lot of games. I mean, we're literally playing 3 games in sort of like 7 days. It's a lot. It is a lot. Sometimes even more when you look at the fixture list. But as you can see, we started off quite brightly. We broke down the right-hand side, put the ball in for a cross. Unfortunately, it was blocked. And then we take the corner. Now, Umbina is not renowned for taking his corners, but he has been working on them in practice. And as you can see, Rafael Donato with an absolute towering and powerful header to give us an early 1-0 lead in the 16th minute, which was absolutely fantastic. But look at the defending from Rafael. Absolutely fantastic. Toro knocking it out to Raul, and Raul with such class knocks the ball over to our right back, Pablo, which is fantastic. It's nice to see the boys so cool, calm and collected on the ball. Raul goes for a nice cross. Great defensive header, I've got to say there. I did think Fernando was favourite to get to the ball, but unfortunately he did not. The ball was swung back in. Great defensive header. It comes out to Helder, and Helder with the deflected shot loops over the keeper and into the back of the net after 29 minutes. What an absolutely fantastic goal. And you can see he's well chuffed with that. His first goal of the season for the club. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. At the end of the day, if you don't shoot, you don't score. That's the simple logic. Great shot. The deflection's a deflection. We all know it was going in anyway. It was on target. The keeper would have never have saved it. It had too much power. It was of biblical proportion. Biblical proportion. I know I've blown that all out of context, but it's not the point. You've got to have fun at the end of the day. That is how close our opponents came to scoring in the first half with a nice little cross. But look at this. Great defending. Raul is really causing the attacker a lot of problems. And it's great to see the boys putting in so much effort to defend, you know, closing down really quickly. It shows that training does actually play off. It shows the boys are taking note of new tactics, but this was a little bit of a gift. We were lucky to come away with not conceding there, but it was great to see the boys closing down. Raul and Pablo in the first half really, really impressed me. They are very good. They got forward and they got back and done a very, very solid job. So I was quite chuffed at half-time when the scoreline was 2-0 to Bahia. Second half started off very, very fast-paced at a ferocious pace. Our opposition were really coming forwards, but we weathered the storm, played some good football, and we've got to be taking opportunities like that. You know, I don't have to tell the lads that we have to take those. Fernando himself will realise he has to take that. But this ball over the top was fantastic. Into Fernando. Great shot, but this is unforgivable. That is a give me of a goal, and unfortunately he just puts it wide. Well, it wasn't even just wide. It was It was millimetres wide of going in the back of the net, unfortunately. But the full-time whistle does go, and we celebrate a 2-0 victory. And that is 3 more magnificent points taken, and 3 more much-needed points. We really need to put the pressure on the teams at the top of the table. Get my words out, I shall. So we move straight into the next game, and we are at home, thankfully. It's nice to have a nice home game, but it is in the evening. The weather is beautiful. It is still lovely and warm at 8 o'clock in Bahia. Such a beautiful part of the country. Really enjoying my time in Bahia. I found some nice little places to go and eat, and it's just fantastic. The boys have been sensational. They've really welcomed me into the club, and the fans have. And as I've said before, the fans are fanatical, absolutely fanatical. But we start off really brightly. Madison pulling the ball back. Unfortunately, Gabriel can't get a head onto it. Comes out to Rafael Marinda, and Marinda with an absolutely sensational shot. Looked like he was going in the top corner, just lacked a bit of power, and it was an easy save for the goalkeeper. But yet again, great defensive tackle there. Hit the lad a little bit too hard, and unfortunately, he did break his elbow, which is a great shame, but it's part and parcel of the football game. He's just not man enough. But from the resulting throw-in, what a ball into the back post. What an absolutely sensational ball into the back post. You know, I could be really critical of our fullback and say, you know, you should have been in front of him, you should have been winning that header. But I've got to say, the delivery was absolutely sensational. The attacker moved so beautifully. He made the angle, he made a little bit of space for himself, and he took his chance with absolute ease. It was a great goal that we witnessed, and I can't have too many complaints when you can see goals of that calibre. So trailing at half-time 1-0 was very disappointing, but William had a fantastic opportunity, breaking down the right-hand side at great pace, swings the ball in. Unfortunately, a defender blocks it, and it goes out for a corner. But Gabriel is very good at swinging these balls in. He puts a bit of pace on them, a bit of dip, gets the ball to the back post, and none other than Rafael Donato at the back post, or in sort of in the middle of the 6-yard box, nods the ball home to make the game a 1-1 and tie it all up and really give us the emphasis to go for that killer goal. We were pushing forward quite a lot, which left us a few problems. We were getting caught out. Fullbacks were pushing too far forward, and literally from the kickoff, what a goal. You know, what a goal. What an absolute goal. You can't argue with that goal. It's such a great finish. 2 fantastic goals we have conceded, and it feels really hard to actually say we conceded 2 good goals. I want to be critical of the team, and I want to be critical of our opponents, but when you concede goals of that calibre, you can't be critical. And as you can see, it was such a congested area. William managed to find himself some space, pulls the trigger for a left footer, but unfortunately the defender gets in the way and we could not make nothing of it. It was really, really frustrating. A lot of effort put in by the lads, a lot of effort, a lot of trying, but unfortunately it came to nothing, and we slump possibly to a defeat unless we can dig something out in the final few moments, and unfortunately we just couldn't. So we slumped to a 2-1 defeat, which is not acceptable, but as I say, when you can see goals of that calibre, you just can't moan, you just can't complain. All you've got to do is pick your head up and move on, and hope for better in the coming weeks. And speaking of the coming weeks, we'll have a look at the fixture list. As you can see, we play a game, 2 days rest, we play a game, 3-day rest, we play a game, 2-day rest, we play a game. So we're going to be definitely mixing the team up a lot. It's going to take a real big toll on the players at the end of the day, but that's my job to worry about that. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I will catch you tomorrow for episode number 8.